Anyways, today we're doing a tier list. But it's not just a tier list. This is a bitch list, okay? So it's pretty simple. Just go through. Start with the big one. If you play this character, you are a bitch. Alright, for that, I would imagine many of you would see this coming. We got Scarlet Witch. Now, this is not me coping because I died to this character. This character is just like dog water, like piss and shit tier. I'm tired of having Scarlet Witch players on my team. They fucking insta-lock the character and go the entire game not really doing shit. They just get like a ton of elims because they'll get partial credit for every kill in the game. And so they'll think they're doing really good when they're doing like they're not getting any dive kills. They're not making any plays. They're not like playing hit scan to stop flying characters like Iron Man or Storm. They're just like fucking sitting there. Just fucking doing nothing, bro. Pick a different character. Contribute to the team. I'm tired of you. If you play Scarlet Witch, you're a bitch. Scarlet Witch, more like Scarlet Bitch, bro. That is you. Next. Now this one, I had to put a lot of thought into. We got Squirrel Girl, bro. The fucking Junkrat of this game. Except she's worse than Junkrat. Instead of just throwing a trap out that you can destroy, you shoot a fucking junk trap. This annoying as shit. And she also has the same thing with Scarlet Witch, where you're not diving people, you're not preventing other people from like playing the game well. At best, you're like, you know, CCing their Thor or something, which as a Thor player, it's pretty annoying, and it does help your team. But there are so many other better characters that can do that. Like, dude, I'm just convinced that if you play Squirrel Girl, you are just too fucking talentless to play any of the other characters. Bro, this game is full of CC. Play literally Mantis, bro. You're playing DP. You're playing Mantis that can't heal. That's the character you chose. Or Penny Parker that you can't tank. Like, there's so many better CC options, and that's the only tactical value. You just like getting the fucking luck kill from just sitting in one place and just fucking pring, pring, pring over like 2 walls. And yeah, occasionally you'll get a kill. Like, bro, learn how to play this fucking game and then come talk to me. If you play Squirrel Girl, you are a bitch. Also, dude, if this is your like top girl of this game, bro, if this is your Marvel Rivals waifu, you have fucking problems, bro. You see this cast, you got fucking, I mean, even Scarlet Witch, bro. You have this as a choice. You got Luna Snow with all her skins as like you have this as a choice. You got even Mantis, bro. You got this as a choice, this as a choice. Magic, you got this as a choice. And through all of that, your pick is the like Canadian ass Squirrel Girl. And I have like nothing against Canadians, right? But this is like Family Guy cutaway gag level of Canadian. Like, it's almost a joke. Like, bro, you are fucking suspect if this is your top girl, bro. Dude, if you're picking Squirrel Girl because you fucking... because she gives you a fucking boner, I think you're a goober and you need to be stopped, man. I think you need to have, like, 2 FBI trackers on you at all times. Like, you're just fucking suspect, bro. Anyways, that was enough of my rant. I'll go back to... I don't know if I put any other characters in that, like... definitive, if you play this character, you are a bitch. I'll go a tier below and say probably a bitch. And I think I'm gonna start that tier off with Moon Knight, bro. I don't have any major problems with Moon Knight, except it's not like Moon Knight does everything Squirrel Girl does but better, right? Like, that's the thing that's what I don't get about Squirrel Girl, bro. Like, play Moon Knight. Moon Knight does everything Squirrel Girl does way better. You get way more value as a character. Like, I've had Moon Knight players that actually contribute to the team and don't just get, like, 30,000 damage but, like, 2 final blows. Like, bro, I get that you can shoot a Groot wall. Nah, Moon Knight players, like, he's a solid character, bro. I don't know what to say. The problem is that all the fucking players are brain dead. I swear, every fucking Moon Knight thinks they're a fucking genius when they go up to the high ground alone. Like, bro, when I'm on Thor, that shit's easy pickings. I just dive there. His supports are fucking miles away. And he's just, like, by himself. And, you know, this wouldn't be a problem if Moon Knight players could play any other character, man. Every Moon Knight I have, They don't insta-lock is a thing. That's the crazy part, bro. Even like Squirrel Girls and Scarlet Witches, like they have the courtesy to insta-lock. So you can pick around them. They'll wait until your team locks into like a 1 tank, 1 healer, and 3 DPS, and then they'll pick Moon Knight. Like, bro, I'm tired of you. Play one of the other roles, bro. Like, learn to play other roles. Learn to flex. Or just learn to play more useful DPS characters that can, like, make more plays. Dude, next is hard. I might put in that fucking shark that I hate, man. That fucking shark that okay, to be clear, I like respect Jeff players. Just because it's like not a deep respect, but like there's some respect there. Just because they play healer first off. They're not a fucking DPS insta-lock. And as a character, his character design isn't like that bad. Jeff players in general are like pretty untalented, bro. Like I respect an untalented player that will actually, you know, I might actually end up moving him lower later because I can respect someone that's not very good mechanically to try and play support. But like respectfully, Jeff is the Mercy of this game, and I have no respect for Mercy in Overwatch. Fuck Mercy. Okay, yeah, I can respect him because he heals. Also, his ult is annoying, but as soon as people fully learn how to play around it, it's not going to be that annoying. Earlier, when you would see Jeff ult, everyone would run towards their spawn, like together. But now, when you hear the Jeff ult thing, everyone runs away from each other. So all of a sudden, now you can only pick up 2, and then the rest of the team just kills you. Like, I think Jeff ult is balanced. I just don't think I don't think it's overpowered at all. I think Luna Snow ult is way worse. I could put Luna Snow there, but like at the end of the day, like bro, if you're playing Luna Snow, at the end of the day, you're just picking a good character. And that doesn't necessarily make you a bitch. And besides, Luna Snow isn't like that annoying to play against, except for the ult and the freeze. That she just doesn't need the freeze. I don't know why they gave that to her. Probably because it's like her thing or something in Marvel. Anyways, next for this tier, I'm going to change the name. You're kinda a bitch. And where is that? Oh, Hawkeye, man. Bro, I got problems with Hawkeye, dude. He's so annoying, man. He can do like the Squirrel Girl shit where you just sit in the back spamming at a choke point, except you just insta-kill people. It's like they made Squirrel Girl good. And that's what I hate about him, man. He has like the illusion of skill, bro. Like I saw a TikTok that was saying that he like corrected all of Hanzo's problems in Overwatch, where like, you know how everyone complains about how Hanzo shoots logs and he can just insta-kill you wherever. I saw someone that was like, oh yeah, Hawkeye made it better because they gave him a passive, which means to be able to one-shot, you have to have your crosshair on them already. It's like, bro, the crosshair, the passive ability thing charges in like half a second, and you can charge it on a tank and then just shoot at a DPS. Like, you just get the charge for free. Like, the charge is just free damage. And he does like 400 damage on headshots or some shit. Like, dude, even if I'm on a tank, I have to be afraid of him. Because, yeah, he can just two-shot me. You should only have one-shotting in hero shooters if that's like your entire kit. That's the only thing you can do. Hawkeye can just do way too much, man. Like, just as he's like in the same tier on tier list as like Hella, but I'm not gonna put Hella on this tier of like of the bitch list because this bitch list isn't a tier list. The reason why is because you aren't playing Hawkeye because he's good. You're playing Hawkeye because you like to ruin other people's fun, bro. You like to send people on an express pass back to their spawn point just because they fucking turned a corner at a wrong time. They just got unlucky. I don't know, man. This character's just like unfair. He's just like not fun to play against. And I just have no respect for Hawkeye players. Actually, no, I have more respect for Hawkeye players than the 2 characters above him on the tier list. What should the next tier be called, man? I have no respect. I have no respect for you. And that is Star-Lord. They gave this guy tracer damage output with soldier range, and he can fly, and his blinks have iframes, man. He's so good, but also like, dude, the players have like the same like Moon Knight thing where they'll just play him when we need a healer and a tank. Like, they'll just play Star-Lord. Star-Lord players are also like the biggest goobers, man. I played against a Star-Lord player in quick play. He was actually playing Bucky for most of the game, but he showed his true colors as a Star-Lord player later on. To be clear, I don't think Bucky's that much better. I think Bucky I'm putting where Hella's going. I have no idea where that's going to be, but oh my, it was so funny. As Bucky, he solo ulted me, and then I was playing Hella. I ult him and kill him, and then he goes in match chat And he like flames me. He's like, "Oh my god, you're such a pussy, dude. You solo ulted me after I ult you." I don't think he realized how stupid the thing that he just said was. I solo ult him because he solo ults me. Yeah, that just makes sense. It's just a net win for my team and me. And after that, he switched to Star-Lord and he started fucking sweating his balls off, even though there was like a minute left of the game. And he like talked so much shit. Like, this guy was just a fucking goober, man. And I just feel like every Star-Lord player is the same. Also, his ultimate is like so stupid. I don't know how you can use Star-Lord's ultimate and get less than 3 kills. Like, it's so good. You can fly around freely, you move fast as hell, and you can't miss any shots. Like, you can just murder everyone, bro. But still, somehow Star-Lord players manage to just die with it. Can you not read when your team is going to be with you and when they're going to be able to keep you alive? Like, learn to play the game, Star-Lord players. Anyways, with that being said, still not as bad as it could be. Next, bro, people will probably want me to throw Iron Fist somewhere around here, but since the game has dropped, I don't think Iron Fist is like that bad. I don't want to give this tier to only Star-Lord. I might do Magic, man. She's just unkillable, dude. I think Magic is another character that's just the illusion of difficulty, man. Like, Magic is so easy to play. You get self-shields for what? For doing nothing, man. Yeah, I'm throwing in Magic in this tier. It's the illusion of skill type character. You get to like portal every 3 seconds. 3-second cooldowns are like incredibly annoying. I don't know who came up with that. It's just like so stupid to play against. She just like runs around. Yeah, you get your like one insta kill combo with like the dash and then slash. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't think she's that hard. Oh wait, I forgot. How could I forget Iron Man, bro? Dude, fuck Iron Man, man. Like, half the characters in this game just have melee. So a character that like half the characters in the game literally cannot do anything against is just incredibly unfun to play against for half the roster. Not to mention, with the fucking Bruce Banner team up, he's so broken. Like, he just has the laser that kills you in 0.02 seconds when you're anyone. Like, oh my god. They made Farah good. Like, I hate that, man. He's just a character that's like better than he should be. Like, he should be an off pick. That's kind of like to counter if they only are running melee characters or if they're running too hard of a dive. But in reality, they just made him like a character that can kind of do everything, even though he has no right to. He's really annoying. Yeah, it's mostly that, like, bro, I play Thor. How the fuck do I kill an Iron Man as Thor, bro? He can just fly away. Or when I'm playing healer, man, it's so hard to heal Iron Mans. And like, dude, they always complain. I think I'm going to continue on. I might switch. I view you as less of a human being. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna switch the location. Yeah, and I don't have respect for... This one's going to be a big one. Luna Snow, just like I said, she doesn't do much for the meta. Like, she kind of encourages the tank players to just play like an idiot, where they just sit out in the open and take a ton of damage. And then when they die, they'll usually just flame their healers. Like, that is because of Luna Snow. If you reduce like the healing output of some of these like main culprit healers, then all of a sudden tanks are going to realize, like, man, it's not my healer's fault for not keeping me up while I'm playing like a dumbass. It's my fault for playing like a dumbass in the first place. Like, Luna just lets tank players get away with being so stupid. And on top of that, she's like undieable. They gave her Anna's sleep dart when she already has a really good self-heal, insanely high damage output, really good mobility. Like, she just doesn't need it. Like, she's just a privileged ass character. On the topic of privileged ass character, Hela. They gave her way too much, man. Like, dude, I play as... of all the DPS in the game, I play a lot of Hela. Just because, like, dude, she just point and click. Except, you know how in Overwatch, they made it so the point and click character is just kind of... Like, Cassidy, like, he just has the pistol. Like, that's all you do. You just kind of, like, click on people. You have, like, a little flashbang that slows people down for a second. And you have a roll that reloads your weapon. Like, that's it. Like, you're just run around and just click on people. That's the entire game. They made Hela that character, except she also gets, like, echo sticky bombs, or like the dagger thing that does so much damage and is perfect for destroying stuff like Nest, like Penny Parker Nest, or like any destructible terrain. And on top of that, they gave her a CC. They gave her a stun. She doesn't need it, bro. Like, you could take away the stun and she would still be a top tier. Like, they just give her shit for no reason. And even through all of that, they decide to give her a get out of jail free card in the form of the bird. Like, the bird can get fucked up. Like, it can just go into the ceiling for some reason. And that happens a decent amount. But still, like, when you compare it to, like, Cassidy roll, where you move, like, 2 feet and you're not invincible. You're very invincible while rolling. Like, you can die easily. Like, they just gave this character too much. And even past that, they gave her the pass over after you kill people, they just explode for no reason. Like, why? Like, she's just top tier privilege. And with her, I'm throwing in Bucky. Bucky's not as good, but oh my god, is he annoying, man. Like, dude, he just hooks you in from across the map and then punches you into the team like it's just a free kill. And dude, I thought the hook was, like, hard to hit, like Roadhog hook. You also know it's coming because it's Roadhog. Meanwhile, Bucky's like a small ass dude, and he has this, like, hook that just locks on if your cursor's anywhere close to them or your crosshair's anywhere close to him. Like, oh my god, Bucky is pretty damn annoying to play against. Also in this tier, Penny Parker. The nest is so damn annoying. It just makes it, and the nest wouldn't be as bad if it weren't for that every character in this game has melee. Because trying to kill a nest with melee, like, dude, you take like 500 damage. Like, man, I don't even know if I can kill a nest as Thor before I die. Like, I have to pop my God of Thunder thing specifically to kill that. Whereas, like, even as Hulk, like, one of the best characters in the game, like, dude, you just die to the, whatever it's called, the mines. The mines do so much, and just having an auto spawn, and doesn't it heal Penny Parker as well? Like, dude, the nest is so annoying. And that's not even the main part. The main part is the motherfucking stun thing that she has, the web. Why is it on a 3-second cooldown? 3 seconds is abysmal to play against. Like, I talked about this earlier with Magic. Penny Parker would be probably in the, like, second highest tier if it weren't for the fact that she's a tank, and I like having tank players on my team, and I respect tank players for playing that role. A 3-second cooldown where it just stuns you. Like, if I dive in as Thor, I can get Penny Parker stunned, then frozen, then Penny Parker stunned again, then slept, then Penny Parker stunned again. It's, like, so unfun and overpowered, and they better, like, double that cooldown in the next patch. It's just like, it bothers me to no end. I'm trying to think who else I throw in. Maybe Panther, man. Oh, Strange. The fucking satellite dish carrier, man. Fuck this guy, bro. I fucking work my ass off when I'm playing as Thor in some games. I'll just, like, switch to Strange. And on God, I could be blasting music. Like, I don't even have to pay attention to the game. This character's piss easy, and he's just, like, way too good for it. Like, you literally just fucking... Oh, they have a DPS player that's really good. Oh, wait. They can fly? Oh, no, I can as well, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. Strange is... He's, like, so strong. Also, fuck his portal for making everyone drop frames. I'm gonna say it. It's really cool how they added it, but what's not cool is when my frame rate goes from 60 to 20. All right, that shit's annoying as hell, especially when they'll drop both sides of the portal, like, right next to each other. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just the fucking frame dropper, man. Next, honestly, I'm considering putting Venom in for the exact opposite reason of the other two tanks. Where, like, Venom is like, why are you playing that character, man? He's just, like, the worst dive tank, but I'm not gonna. And to be clear, this is also season 0. Like, a lot of this will probably change once, like, the hidden top tiers come out and the character that people feel is really good is uncovered to be dog shit. Like Scarlet Witch, man. Like, if you're in low elo and you hate Scarlet Witch because you think she's overpowered, I hate to break it to you. You just need to, like, focus on the fundies of the game, stay with your team, and you should be able to just shit on every Scarlet Witch player. Like, Scarlet Witch is an abysmal character. With that being said, I might throw Panther in this tier. Kind of for the same reason as Magic, except because, like, Magic, she's easy to stay alive with, partially because she gets, like, overshields and stuff, but partially because, like, how do you hit her, bro? How do you hit Magic? She's just constantly portaling around because it's on a 3-second cooldown. Black Panther doesn't have the overshield shit, but the thing where he zips around screen is so much worse. Like, it's so bad. It's just like impossible to try and hit him, man. It's like the Genji Ghost Dash people just found a character where, yeah, they can literally just spam Ghost Dash without having to get the kill to reset it. Panther is so annoying. How he can just go into a 1v6 and come out with 3 kills. Like, you just don't have to learn how to play the game. You can have, like, terrible sense, and if you're good enough, you'll just, like, come out on top anyways. Panther is just as good as... I think Panther is just as good as, like, Hawkeye and Hela, but the average Black Panther population isn't good enough to see it. Not discrediting it. Black Panther is significantly harder than both of those characters. Miles and miles harder. But I think next season is going to be dominated by Panther, Namor, and Bucky once they take Hela and Hawkeye out of the meta. Yeah, I might throw in Venom just because, like, yeah, why are you not playing Thor or Banner? I guess sometimes Banner gets spanned. That's why he's called Banner. Get it? He offers so little. His synergy with Penny Parker isn't that good. His synergy with Spider-Man is really good, but that's, like, the only situation where I think Venom is really he's also, like, sleeper really hard to play. Like, for being just a run in and take damage, like, bullet sponge type character, like, it's so hard to aim. Like, he has, like, very precision aiming, which just doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I think I move on to the next tier, which is just, like, you are one of the characters in this game. Like, you're just one of the characters in this game, man. I have, like, nothing against you. First, I mean, Thor. I don't have, like, a deep respect for, I mean, as a Thor player. Like, I think he's really good as a character, but I don't think he's, like, unfair. I don't think he's unfair to play against. Like, yeah, it's annoying to play against Thor if you're, like, a stupid Moon Knight or Squirrel Girl player that's just sitting alone on high ground. Like, yeah, you're gonna get shit on, but aside from that, like, he plays by the rules of this video game. If you die to Thor, a lot of times you're very much out of position, or you're losing the team fight anyways. Like, he's just one of the characters in this game. Next. Okay, originally I was going to put Mantis here, maybe even here, because Mantis used to piss me off. And then I found out her healing output is not that great. Like, she's good at healing. And her ultimate, I thought her ultimate was, like, the best in the game. And don't get me wrong, her ultimate's very good. But when you compare it to, like, Luna Snow ult or Cloak and Dagger ult, it's not nearly as bad. Yeah, actually, I have respect for Venom players, like a little one. Next, Punisher. Punisher's a 50-50 character. Either I have a lot of respect for you because you can make stuff happen with, like, one of the least mobile DPS, or you spend an entire game doing literally nothing. Like, it's either I respect you or you're just a shitter. Bro, people are probably yelling at me for not putting Iron Fist high up. I don't think Iron Fist is that bad. I see day one why people hated him, because he kind of just fucking runs at you, you just die. But really, he's just not that bad, man. Because if your team turns around, sometimes it's hard to hit him. I think he has a lot of, like, teleporty jank bullshit where, like, when he locks onto you, like, on your screen as Iron Fist, yeah, you just, like, zoom up to them and start punching them, but on everyone else's screen you just teleport to them, so it's really hard to hit it just teleporting Iron Fist. But with that being said, there are enough good ass damage characters in this game that can just kind of deal with him. Like, that's the thing, if you're comparing, like, most of these damage characters to, like, damage characters in Overwatch, these damage characters are, like, way stronger, even some of the weaker ones. It's just a different game. Like, this game, the damage characters are very strong, whereas in Overwatch they're kind of weak. So it's only natural that some of the hyper aggressive characters feel really unbalanced until you realize, like, wait a minute, I have the tools to stop it. Obviously the deflect is annoying, but yeah, as soon as you get more than one person involved, and, you know, Rivals is a hero shooter, it's a team game. You can't expect to do everything by yourself, and Iron Fist is a character that capitalizes on people that think they can do everything by themselves. I'm going to put Iron Fist in this tier. He's just one of the characters in the game. Oh, Cloak and Dagger for sure. Cloak and Dagger's a little strong. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger is... she's just a healer. Like, you have the auto track healing, so she doesn't have, like, that big of a mechanical demand, but you do get really punished for being out of position. You get, like, the one Wraith form, but like I said, people know where you are, so you're just gonna get killed anyways. Yeah, you have to know what you're doing a little bit. but she's not the type of character that makes huge plays. Her ultimate is a little too strong. I was in a game that the Cloak and Dagger dropped 60k heals just because she got her ult every team fight, and her ult is just you're unkillable if you're in the area, and it does damage to people. Like Cloak and Dagger ultimate is really unbalanced, but aside from that, I think she's a very balanced character and a good addition to the roster. Namor. Namor, I have a respect for Namor players, but at the same time, he's just like a top tier. I think Namor's like the hidden top. Everyone's talking about Hela and Hawkeye, but dude, Namor, Panther, and Bucky are gonna run this game next season. I'm telling you, Namor is really strong, but of all of the really strong characters, he has the least bullshit. I don't know. Black Panther will just like dash 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 dash. You can never see him, and he'll just kill your entire team. Bucky has his hook bullshit, and what does Namor have? Just turrets are kind of annoying, and he has a really good primary fire, but it's not necessarily like unfair. Like, he's just a very strong character. He's kind of like a pretty ideal top tier in my eyes. To be clear, top tiers are always going to be kind of annoying, but of all the annoying top tiers that can be, I think Namor would be like the best. All right, for Hulk, dude, I might throw Hulk even higher. Actually, no, Hulk is difficult enough. No, he's kind of just a health bar. It's kind of the Doctor Strange thing where you just like run around. You're usually playing him for the Iron Man team up, which is just like really overpowered. I don't know why they would make team ups that are just flat stat increases to specific moves. It just seems kind of unfair. Especially moves that already have good enough damage, like Strange's damage burst and like Iron Man's laser. Like, they just don't need it. You just like don't have to try that hard, I feel. Honestly, as Hulk, it's weird. He's a dive character that you don't really have to make plays. Like, you just kind of like vibe around, survive, give your team shields. Like, I'm not, maybe it's because I haven't played with any like really good Hulk players, but I think his team up is just what makes him annoying, and a lot of people just pick him specifically for the team up. I don't think he's a very fun character. I do think his like E ability where you just like put someone in timeout is really funny, because it's not like an overpowered CC where like, you know, your entire team can just kill him instantly. I just think it's so funny that it's like, all right, existence privileges revoked. You're just sitting there for like 3 seconds. You can't really do anything, but you aren't taking damage, so it's kind of fair. Next, I have some respect for you. Oh, before that, let me throw Groot in, one of the characters in this game. I don't know what you want me to say, man. He's just like big health bar, sit on point, drop a bunch of walls. Like, he's kind of annoying to play against, but at the same time, just shoot him, shoot his team. I could put him higher. I don't think I would put him lower. I don't have respect for Groot players. They're just kind of like there. Next, I have some respect for you, and that's going to be a lot of these characters. Wolverine, I have some respect for Wolverine players. It's just like such a fall off. He has like one of the highest skill floors of any character. Where like, I don't think he's the hardest character in the game to play. The difference in a bad Wolverine and an okay Wolverine is like massive. Like, you're either contributing nothing to the team, or you're just like kidnapping people and bringing them into your team. I don't know, he's a well-designed character where they just like, if you stay away from Wolverine, he literally cannot touch you. Like, you can, if you play by his rules, you really shouldn't have any problems with him. In that regard, dude, I'm trying to think. Spider-Man, I think I put Spider-Man in one of the characters in this game. I think that Spider-Man's really good. I think Spider-Man next season is going to be the best like hard dive character. I think Spider-Man is stronger than Iron Fist. And yeah, I think Spider-Man is just a very good character. He can feel unfair to play against us sometimes because he moves so damn fast and he's so hard to kill. But at the end of the day, he's really difficult to play. He has a really high skill floor. And so I can respect Spider-Man players. It's also really annoying, so I get which is why I'm not putting him in the I have respect for you. Very similar in concept to Iron Fist, except Iron Fist you kind of see him coming, whereas Spider-Man just like drops by and you die. Magneto. He's kind of one of the characters in this game, but I'm putting him in I have some respect for you because really, he's just like not annoying at all to play against. Like, am I crazy? It's weird because like Sigma in Overwatch isn't particularly fun. And he has like all the same tools. He has like the shield. The shield is like kind of annoying. Like, it absorbs everything, but it doesn't last too long. He has Zarya Bubble, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't last too long. He's like a very by the book tank. And so I got respect for people that play him, He like teaches people how to play the game. He can punish people for overextending. He can push up, but he's not too aggressive. I think. Oh, how did Psylocke get this far, man? Psylocke is like, I have no respect for you. Yeah, I'll give a brief explanation of Psylocke. Psylocke has the invis, which is annoying. She can get away from anything because she has 2 swift strikes. She does a shit pile of damage. Just so much damage, man. It's kind of unfair. And she gets to self-sustain from the shuriken thing. Like, she just doesn't need all that. Like, you can control the enemy team's health packs while using them to just, like, kill the backline. And it's really hard to do stuff about. I don't know. I don't think Psylocke's particularly fun to play against, but yeah, because this isn't just like how strong characters are. It's a lot more clear at the top of the tier list where it's just like characters I hate, respectfully. I don't even hate these 2 characters that much. I really hate Hawkeye, but that's just because Hawkeye's really good. As soon as Hawkeye becomes like a normal character that doesn't just one-shot everyone, then he'll be respectable. Not like this respectable, but like this respectable. Anyways, Storm. I have respect for Storm. Storm is a character that very few people play because her damage output at first glance is pretty abysmal. However, she's kind of like a support DPS. You can speed boost your team, damage boost your team, and I didn't know she had this slow down. Like, I knew about the lightning thing when you use the like amp for your like damage boost area where strikes everyone with lightning, and that stuff that is a very good ability. Like, Storm has some of the best AoE of any damage character. I've rolled games with Storms on my team, but actually no, I rolled 1 game because you never see this character. But also the slow, when you use the amp with the speed boost, the slow is ridiculous. It's like 70%, it feels. I didn't know what that existed. Maybe it was from something else, because I'm thinking of like 1 game that I had. Like I said, you don't see this character like ever. Which, that being said, Storm is a very good character. I think she's going to be A tier next season. I think she's going to be, likely in the top 5. No, I think she's going to be worse than Spider-Man, but not by much. About where Iron Fist is, maybe. Yeah, I think that would make sense. Next, I have respect for Rocket. You don't have too much healing output, so your team has to, like, be good at the game. They have to know to not take damage. You can res your team, but it's not like a broken res. Yeah, you can kind of expect to see it coming. And even with the res, like, it's on a big enough cooldown so that's not, like, overpowered. And that's, like, his only real gimmick. His ultimate is pretty bad in comparison to the other support ults. Yeah, you can do a lot. You have a lot of mobility. And I wish they made his gun like Baps, where he can shoot and heal at the same time. That's my only, like, problem with Rocket. You kind of have to just heal bot. Like, there isn't much time to actually pull out the gun and do damage to people. Oh yeah, Adam Warlock I'm putting as one of the characters in this game. He's just sitting there, man. I think Adam Warlock's pretty bad. Because, yeah, your healing is only on a cooldown. Like, his healing output is ridiculous, but it's just kind of like a second health bar for your teammates. It's not really like a healing thing. Which, honestly, is a pretty good design. I think his ultimate is, like, pretty bad as far as the support ults go. Maybe even worse than Rockets. I don't know. I just, like, don't see... I've seen it win, like, 1 team fight, 1 or 2. Loki. I have some respect for him. He is, like, the ideal world of Luna Snow, where you have an insanely high healing output, but it's something that the enemy team can do something about. The enemy team can just kill your clones, and all of a sudden your healing output goes from top tier to bottom tier. As soon as people learn how to play against Loki, he's going to drop in the tier list. Right now, I think he's, like, an S tier healer, but I think he's going to drop to, like, B tier or C tier as soon as people realize, like, man, I can just kill the clones. And the heal field, like, you need to kill it. Like, you can't do any damage to anyone while the heal field's up, but I think the heal field's still balanced. Like, yeah, it's kind of annoying to almost kill someone and then they get heal field, but, like, welcome to hero shooters, man. That's part of the game. You kind of got to play for cooldowns, not play for kills at the very beginning of fights. Next, you have the tier list. I have a lot of respect for you. If you're playing Captain America, Dude, I just have so much respect, man. Like, he's so fun, but he just does. He's a fucking pea shooter. Like, his shield does so little damage. It's just like you have to work so hard to get so little that like other tanks can do. Because there's so many dive tanks in this game. Like, there's just not really a reason to not play like Venom or Banner or Thor or I don't know. The Thor synergy's pretty good, but at the end of the day, he's just kind of the bottom tier. He's like a fun bottom tier though. He's not that gimmicky. And then Black Widow. Black Widow's only here because she's abysmal. Like, I just respect anyone that sees how broken Hawkeye is as a sniper and how like you don't need to be very good, and they pick the harder character to play that has worse payoff. Like, you're just intentionally playing a lower tier character than you could be. Like, I have respect for that. But again, I'm trying to look at this tier list. I may have put Mantis too low. Maybe Mantis deserves to be an I have no respect for you. Yeah, Mantis is kind of just one of the healers. If she was bad, I would put her there, but she's good and she has like the sleep bullshit. Oh, here, let me order them. I like how this tier list turned out. Please join my Discord. The link is in my channel description. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. I'm going to be focusing a lot on getting more Rivals videos up. I'm about to hit Grandmasters, so there's my credibility. This isn't some silver hose mad player talking because these characters killed me and I got really sour about it. This is me just hating, if anything, having teammates that play some of these characters. Though Hawkeye I just hate playing against. This is one that we're like, yeah, I get killed by this guy and I'm sour. He has no right to do as much damage as he does. And have as high as a fire rate. Like, oh my god, you can just... He has a fucking machine gun bow. Anyways, I'm going to call it there for real. Join my Discord. Subscribe. Please. It would mean a lot. Thank you. Bye.